Hello, I'm good. How are you? Oh, absolutely. Okay, that's great. Yes, that is correct. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm familiar with them. I don't have any piercings. I just have the standard like ear piercings. I don't have any tattoos or anything like that. I do. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm currently living in an apartment now and I have four other roommates, so I would not have a problem with that. Well, me and my roommates are pretty open about stuff that's bothering us. Like, we have the dishes and the trash, and we have, like, a set schedule, and, like, people take turns. And if we do have a problem, we have an open door policy, so we do come and talk to each other. We're in a group chat with each other on our cell phones, so there's always ways for us to meet up and talk about things that are bothering us. And personally, like, we really don't have any problems at all. We get along pretty great, so I got pretty lucky here. Well, I'm an education major, so I feel that it'll help me like gain the skills outside of like a regular like classroom setting. I feel it like can challenge me on a daily basis, dealing with different kinds of kids, different races, backgrounds, etc. And it is a passion of mine to work for Disney, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. And if I was able to work with kids, it would just be like the icing on the cake because it's two big things in my life that I'm very, very passionate about, and it would allow me to like make the connections that I need and friends and stuff for when I graduate, and I can always put that on my resume. But this is just more than a job to me. Like, this is just something that I'm really like passionate about, and I do love Disney, and I've grown up with it, and I've gone to the parks, etc. So I honestly feel this would be a great experience for me to learn skills and everything like that I'm gonna need for my future. Yes. Yes. I loved to be the cheerleading coach. I loved to do the kids' hair for competitions. I loved working with them, like teaching them the cheers, choreographing the dances, doing the hair and makeup, and, really being a role model to them and having them to, like, look up to somebody older than them instead of their parents. It's really been a great experience because I've been able to work with all different ages, so it's really opened the door, and it's one of the reasons that I picked my major, and it's something that I really, really want to do. Working with kids is such a big part of my life because I have two little brothers and I have all these little cousins. So it's nice to be able to help them and have experiences. And my little cousins that are girls, they love cheerleading. So I've had several of them on my teams already, and we've went to several competitions and we've done rather well. So I'm pretty proud of what I've accomplished with these kids. I'm very patient and I'm very hardworking, and that's something that you really don't find every day in people. So I take that with all that it is. Probably the teacher's aide at one of the daycares, just because, when I first started, it really wasn't, I didn't have any experience, and I was only there a week, and then I got thrown into, like, the actual teaching position for a couple weeks until they found somebody else to take over. So it was very hard to, like, learn how to grasp, like, how to do lesson plans, and I had to kind of, like, teach myself, but, like, with patience and everything, I was very hardworking, and I was able to, pull through it. I got the kids potty trained, I had them on a schedule, we had different activities, and the people that I worked with were very helping. So, I mean, it was challenging because I had 2-year-olds, and 2-year-olds can be a lot to handle sometimes, but, I mean, other than that, it's really been a great opportunity that I had, so. Well, at TJ Maxx, we have a schedule, and, like, we do markdowns and everything, and we do get shipments 5 days a week, so sometimes the same item can be marked down and something will be lower. So I've had customers come up to me and complain about it, and what I've said to them is, like, really all that we are allowed to say is apologize, saying that I'm sorry, like, I want to help them any way that I can. I would also check, like, our digi machine to see if I can mark it down any lower, and if there was a problem with one of the items, we usually do take a discount off them just so that we don't have any problems with the customer. But I've had customers scream at me and yell at me and complain about the prices and things being marked down, but I've honestly felt that I've kept my composure with all those situations, and I honestly feel that I handled myself in a professional manner, apologizing, saying all that we can, and see what else I can do to make the customer's day better shopping at TJ Maxx. And all our coworkers, we do work together, so if I ever needed help with something, they definitely do help me with that situation. At TJ Maxx, we had a code Adam, which means that we lost a kid in the store. So all of our associates got together and we searched the store, and we eventually found the kid, which was a good thing. He was just hiding, playing hide and go seek with his mom, and it was a stressful situation at first because we didn't know where in the store he could possibly be, because there is a back room, there is a restroom, there's the back exit to the store, the front exit. What if he went outside? So me and my fellow associates, we split up, we searched the store, we searched outside, we searched the other stores that were right next to our store, and we eventually did find the kid. So I am well aware of the safety and regulations and stuff that would follow at Disney. Well, I'm currently doing that in school because I'm an education major, so I have 18 credits. I'm balancing work and doing my classwork and etc. So what I feel is best is I have a whiteboard, and I can write my whole month down. I can write the assignments. I know when they're due. I know when I'm working. It is a great way for me to keep organized. I have an organizer too, so it's just another way that I've learned to time management. Spending so much time on a task and then going to another task. It is very difficult between work and school, but I do feel that I've managed it pretty well, and I have my own way of handling that situation, so I feel it works rather well. Well, I would just find a different way to do it, or something like that. That would just make it more fun for me. Like, I honestly don't get bored doing the same task. I can do it 100 different times. It doesn't matter to me. But, I mean, I would still try to change it up, maybe do something different, maybe interact with the guests, maybe getting on the ride instead of just putting them on the ride. Something like that, just to make it more magical for the guests that are coming to the park.
If I ask you if you're more independent or team-oriented, what would you say?
What was the question?
If I ask you if you're more independent or team-oriented, what would you say and why?
I feel that I am very team-oriented. I am a team player when it comes to working with other cast members, sales associates, teachers, etc. And I do like to do my independent work as well, but I feel I am much more hardworking and stuff when it is with a team, and we have different tasks and we can all complete the one task together instead of me just doing it by myself.
And on our program, you can be working indoors or outdoors full time with cold temperatures, and we can't guarantee an indoor or outdoor location. So how do you feel about working in an outdoor environment?
I do not mind whatsoever. I love the heat.
Great, awesome, all right. And then I see that you expressed interest in character, performer, and character attractions, where you can be in front of the guests telling them about the attraction or performing for them. So how do you feel about performing or speaking in front of a large audience?
I honestly don't mind. I've been in the classroom. I've taught several lessons to little kids. I've had all different ages working with cheerleading. So honestly, I don't mind talking in front of like large groups and stuff. And, I want to gain more experience in that area for my major. So it would be a great experience.
Being a character performer, though, does require an audition, and we do hold auditions across the United States. So had you looked into attending an audition for character performer, or were you planning on attending an audition?
Maybe. I haven't really thought too much about it yet.
Okay. Well, there is more information on DisneyAuditions.com about it if you would like to attend. They are open auditions, so you are more than welcome to show up for an audition.
Okay.
Great. And then all of our roles definitely have an element of cleaning, but I see also that you express interest in custodial and housekeeping. So how do you feel about cleaning up after others, or what do you like most about cleaning?
Well, it's not one of my big things as to working with children, but I mean, I would be open to it. But what I'm more looking to get out of this program is more something for my major. Like, I would like to work at, like, Bippity Boppity, or, like, being a character attendant, or, like, a photo pass, something like that. Custodial is something I would consider, but it's not really something that I could get credit for my major.
Right. Well, we will consider you for all the roles that you did express interest in, whether it be low, moderate, or high, even if we don't talk about this today. But at this point, we definitely have talked about your experience and your skills required. So with that information in mind, are you saying that you feel more qualified for the ability about making team character attendant photo pass photographer?
Absolutely.
Okay, so why do you think you're most qualified?
For the character attendant, just because I would gain more skills than I already have working with children, and I've dealt with all different kinds of children being afraid, and, having a hard time with the character. Like, I've been to Disney every year since I turned 21. Like, I used to go with my family all the time, so I feel like I can make the guest have a magical experience with the characters, as I can have them have, like, a great day. And I feel I have the great communication skills and the hardworking skills to work with these kinds of people, and, making sure that the character's safe and stuff like that. The Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, I feel it relates to my major. It's what I do for the cheerleading kids. Like, I do their hair, I do their makeup, I make them feel special. Like, everybody wants their hair done a certain way. Like, and if there was ever a problem, like, I would make sure that I can fix it to the best of my ability. If the parent didn't like the makeup, the parent didn't like the hair, etc. And if there was a kid that was afraid, I would kind of ask them about their favorite princess, get to know them a little bit, make them feel comfortable, and whatever else I can do to make it a magical day. Photo Pass, I've been to Disney, I've done Photo Pass, I've seen the experiences, the pictures, and everything, and it's just a magical keepsake to have from going to Disney. I love photography. It's one of the things I do in my hobbies, my pastime, whenever I have a chance. I've taken classes at several universities that I've attended so far, so I feel like I do have skills for that, but I am looking more for the character attendant in the Bippity Boppity Boutique as for more of my major and more of a credit towards that instead of, something else beside that.
And lastly, Angie, based on the descriptions and the role checklist and the roles we've discussed today, are you able to perform the essential functions of the role with or without
Absolutely.
All right, well, Izzy, those are all the questions I have for you. Let me share some questions for you.
Okay.
Will be sending communication to your dashboard on the Disney College Program website. Now, you familiar with your dashboard?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great. The majority of our decisions will be made by the end of March. So please continue to check your dashboard for continuing communication. If you are accepted, you'll get information on how to accept and decline your offer, when to arrive, the role you'll have, classes available to you, and contact information. You can get a hold of us with any further questions on that. But if you have any questions at this point,
Okay, so exactly how does this work? Like I did this whole thing for the spring for this year, but I didn't accept it based on the role. But like, I didn't get too much information on it. How would it work as far as the classes, like from the university here that I'm with, as toward Disney?
yeah, if you would have accepted, then the whole world would have opened up to you. And part of that is online registration for the courses. So then it would have told you what courses you could take, and then you would need to choose your university to see if they would accept those courses, correct?
Okay, so are they mostly like general ed, or would they relate more to my major?
Well, we don't really have anything for the education major, so it would be more like general ed.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Probably.
Okay, and how does it work as far as like the financial aid and stuff like that? Would I wouldn't have to, like, I wouldn't lose that as far as like the university, right? I would just be transferring to Disney.
Well, that would have to be something you would have to check with your university on, because we don't need or accept financial aid, basically.
Okay.
Our courses don't cost anything except materials, so that would be something you want to check with.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Nope, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you, Andy, for your time today. If you're interested in the Disney College program, you have a nice one.
Have a great day. Thank you.